everyone. So are you owner of a business and you're tired to reply all your inquiries on WhatsApp from your leads manually and you want to add your leads data from WhatsApp into your CRM application? So you have to see this video right here, because in this video we are going to understand how to add leads from WhatsApp chatbot to Zoho CRM automatically. So I am an owner of a real estate agency business and I receive multiple inquiries from leads on WhatsApp. Now replying to each one of them individually and manually is a very time consuming and a hectic process. With that, I want to add the lead from WhatsApp into my Zoho CRM application too. Now over here, I am going to create a chatbot using Pabbly Chatflow and connection between WhatsApp and Zoho CRM using Pabbly Connect. As I've created this bot, now whenever I receive a message, an inquiry by the lead, automatically towards the lead, a WhatsApp message is going to be forwarded with the bot that we are going to create. And over here in the conversation, this bot is going to collect our leads data. So now whenever we have the leads data, automatically the record of the lead is going to be added in my Zoho CRM application. So now if you want to learn this entire process step by step, so I'm going to take you towards my screen. Welcome to my screen. So first of all, I'm going to show you how this WhatsApp bot works in real time, how it collects each detail from someone who wants to buy or sell a property through a smooth guided chat. Then I'll walk you through how you will build the exact bot using Pabbly Chatflow without need of any coding and programming skills. Once the bot is ready, then we are going to learn how you can connect the bot with Zoho CRM, that automatically the customer who have sent us a message on WhatsApp is going to be added as a contact in my account. And the best part, you can create and test your own bot right now, as Pabbly Chatflow gives you 100 free credits to get started. So let's dive in. I'm going to send a message towards this bot right here, okay? I will write the message over here as, hello, I want to buy a property. I'm going to send this message towards this bot. And as soon as I've done that, it says, hi there, welcome to Prime Nest Realty, where we help you to find your perfect space. To help you better, please select what you're looking for. I'm looking for to buy a property. I'm going to select this option from here. It is asking for my full name first. So for my name over here, let's suppose I'm going to write it as test user, okay? And then it is asking for my WhatsApp number. So I'm going to enter a dummy WhatsApp number right here and send it. It is asking for my email address. For the email address over here, I'm going to write it as test4455@pabblytudes.com, okay? It says what your preferred location or city for the property. I'm going to select the option over here as Indore, okay? What's your budget range? My budget range is from 40 lakh to 60 lakh. So I'm going to copy this and send this as a message right here. Then it is asking for what I'm looking for. I'm looking for an apartment. So I'm going to copy it and paste it and send it right here. It says, thank you, test user. One of our experts will reach out to you shortly with the best property options in Indore. Okay. So you can see I've received this message. The employee is going to contact me soon. So as now over here, this bot has collected all my details. I'm going to open my Zoho CRM account and refresh this page from here. As now I have refreshed the page, you can see a new contact has been added in my Zoho CRM account. The name of the contact is test user. This was the same email address, phone number you can see right over here. If I'm going to scroll down, you can see the lead source is WhatsApp. If I'm going to further scroll down, the description comes over here to buy a property, test user. I'm going to show more. Test user, the number, email address, location was Indore. This was the budget and the property type is apartment. Okay. Lead is looking to purchase an apartment in Indore with a budget of 40 to 60 lakhs. Please follow up prompt. Okay. You can see right over here automatically a new contact has been added in my Zoho CRM account directly from this bot right here. So this is how this amazing bot works in real time, and the automation between WhatsApp and Zoho CRM works. Okay. And we're going to build the bot using Pabbly Chatflow without need of any coding and programming skills, and connection between WhatsApp and Zoho CRM using Pabbly Connect. Okay. So now firstly we are going to build a bot. Okay, so I'm going to open a new tab on which I'm going to browse the website of Pabbly Chatflow, that is www.pabbly.com/chatflow. As I'm going to do that, Pabbly Chatflow's landing page is going to appear in front of you. Before we create this amazing chatbot, I want to tell you about Pabbly Community. Pabbly Community is a space where you can find help not just from our team members but also fellow users. In this space, you can find real-time updates about Pabbly. You can share your feedback, ask questions, as well as find amazing automation tips. So go ahead and join our Pabbly community today. For that, you will find the link of our community in the description box below. Now let us create this amazing chatbot using Pabbly chat flow. On the landing page, you will find two options, that is sign in or sign up for free. If you're an existing user, you can directly sign into your Pabbly Chatflow account. But if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free credit points every month. I'm an existing user, so I'm going to directly sign into my Pabbly Chatflow account, where you will find the All Pabbly Apps section in front of you, where you will see all the applications that Pabbly provides. As I want to use Pabbly Chatflow, I'm going to click on this Access Now button right over here. Then Pabbly Chatflow's dashboard is going to appear in front of you. Pabbly Chatflow is an amazing platform where you can manage your WhatsApp conversations and send messages towards your customers. To add your WhatsApp number in Pabbly Chatflow, you have to click on this Add WhatsApp Number button, where you will find two methods to connect your number to Pabbly Chatflow. One is the WhatsApp Connect, another one is Manual Token Connect. If you want to learn the tutorials for how you can connect your WhatsApp number for both of these methods, you can find the links in the description box below. Pabbly Chatflow provides multiple features like inbox, contacts, team queues, templates, broadcast flows, AI assistant, activity log settings, under which you will find multiple options. So go ahead and learn all the features of Pabbly Chatflow briefly. You will find the links of those videos in the description box below. So now let us get started by creating this amazing flow. For that, from the left side of the screen, go towards the flow section and flows option right over here. And then you will land towards the flow builder page of Pabbly Chatflow. To create a new flow, click on this Add Flow button right here. You can see a new flow has been created, and firstly we are going to rename the flow. So the name of my flow over here is going to be New WhatsApp Bot. Okay, this is the name of the bot I want to give. You can name the bot according to your requirement. And then you will see the box trigger. So let's suppose you receive a message from the customer towards your bot. This section is going to trigger the entire bot that we are going to create. And we have multiple trigger events provided to us. One is the keyword regex match. Other one is the user starts conversation, template selected, WhatsApp template delivered, contact added to contact list, custom field updated, tag assigned. Okay, I'm going to use the trigger event that is keyword and regex right here. So what are keywords? So let's suppose a customer sends us a message and that word is going to trigger this entire flow. So we have to add keywords right here. So let's suppose for the keywords, I'm going to add over here hello. I'm going to enter the keyword and press the enter button to save the keyword. Okay. In this manner, you can add as many keywords as you want in this first trigger. Okay. Then over here, next is regex. Regex stands for regular expressions. It is a special pattern or sequence of characters used to find, match or filter specific text. Okay, I have a special character for this regex that is going to trigger this flow by any of the messages that we receive from our customer. So I'm going to add that character right here. So this is the special character regex. You will find this regex in the description box below that you can also add in your bot. Okay. After setting up our trigger, we receive the message from our customer. What is the next message that this bot should send towards our customer? We are going to send a welcome message with two options to our customer. Okay. For that, I'm going to simply drag this point of the trigger and drop it in this field. Content type, I'm going to select over here text button. Okay. And for the message over here, I'm going to write it as, you can see right over here, this is the message I have. Hi there. You can see in front of hi there and in the end of it, I have added 2 stars. We add the stars for the formatting of the text. Okay. If you want to send a bold text, simply add the star symbol in front and in the end of the sentence, and that specific sentence is going to be formatted as bold. Okay. Welcome to Primeness Realty, where we help you to find your perfect space. To help you better, please select what you're looking for, what brings you here today. Okay. So now this is the welcome message. With this message, I want to add number of options that my user is going to select from this message. For adding the options, I'm going to add buttons. I have 2 options, so I'm going to add 2 of the buttons. And now we have to name each button. So for the name, I'm going to write it as So you can see I've added the name buy property and sell property. Okay. Now after setting up the name of two of the buttons, I want to ask series of questions for the individual buttons. For buying the property, I want to first know the user's name, email address, their number, what is the city that they're looking for to buy the property, budget, and all the other details. And for the sell property, I have different questions. Where is their property located? What is the expected price that they're looking for, and their contact details, and all the other questions. Okay. So now to add a question in the bot that you create, go to the actions section right here and you will find the note ask question. So I'm going to drag it and drop it in this field. Okay. Now over here we are going to set up our first question. To connect our question box to this button that is buy properties, simply connect both of these dots right here. Okay. Now we have to add in our first question. Firstly, I want to know the user's full name. So my first question over here is going to be, this is the first question that I have, that is, you're looking to buy a property, great decision. Let's get few quick details. What's your full name? So now this question is going to collect the data of the user's full name. Now I want to store their full name data into my Pabbly Chatflow account. For that, you can use this amazing feature by Pabbly Chatflow, that is contact custom field. You can create the contact custom field under settings option right over here. I have already created multiple contact custom fields, you can see. Okay. And I have created a contact custom field in the name of full name. So I'm going to select that field over here from the drop down. And the answer of this question is going to be saved in this field right here. Okay. And for the format of the reply, I will receive a text reply. Number of attempts is 1. And validation message I'm going to write over here as error. What is a validation message? Let's suppose towards this question I receive a reply and it's not equal to the selected format. They will receive a validation message of error. Okay. So this is the first question I have. Now I have series of questions like this. So I'm going to add in all the questions and select the contact custom field according to all the questions right here. You can see right away I've added in all the questions. The next question is, can we get your WhatsApp number? Other one is, and your email address. What your preferred location or city of the property is the next question. Other one is, what's your budget range? And the last one over here is, what is the property type, apartment, villa, or the plot? Okay. So these are all the questions that I have if the customer selects the button that is buy property. In the similar manner, I have questions for this button sell property. The questions are going to be different from the one that I've added in the buy property. So I'm going to set in all the questions right over here. So you can see I've added the questions for the sell property option as well. First question is for the full name, phone number, email address, where is the property located, what is the property type, and what is the expected price that they are looking for. Okay. So you can see I've added the questions for both of my buttons, that is buy property as well as sell property. Okay. So after collecting all the details, now what I'm going to do is I want to send all these details that I've collected to Pabbly Connect so that I can create the contact of this user by using all the details of the answers. For creating the connection between this bot and Zoho CRM, I will be using Pabbly Connect. For that, on a new tab, I'm going to browse the website of Pabbly Connect, that is www.pabbly.com/connect. After browsing the website, Pabbly Connect's landing page is going to appear in front of you, on which again you will find two options: sign in or sign up for free. If you're an existing user, you can directly sign in, but if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month to explore Pabbly Connect. Okay, I'm already a user, so I'm going to directly sign into my Pabbly Connect account, and again you will see the all Pabbly apps section. As I want to use Pabbly Connect, I'm going to click on this access now button right over here. Okay, and then Pabbly Connect's dashboard is going to appear in front of you. Now to create a new automation in Pabbly Connect, we have to create a workflow. For that, click on this top right corner button right here that says create workflow, and then it is asking for us to select the method of how we're going to create this amazing workflow. You can select the new beta method or the old classic method. I want to select the old classic method from here, and firstly we have to rename our workflow. So for the name of my workflow, I'm going to write it as add leads from WhatsApp chatbot to Zoho CRM automatically. Okay, this is the name of my workflow. For the folder, these are the folders from which I'm going to select workflows folder and click on this create button right over here. As I've done that, you can see a workflow has been created and you will find two windows in front of you. One is the trigger window, other one is the action window. So what is this trigger and action? Trigger and action are the two most important steps of our automation process because our process depends on these two principles. Over here, trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means what is action? Action is a response towards our trigger. In an automation process, there can be only one trigger step but multiple action steps. We are going to set up our trigger step first, in which from our trigger application, I'm going to select over here as Pabbly Chat Flow. As using Pabbly Chat Flow, I have created this WhatsApp chatbot. So using this trigger application, we will receive all the responses over here in our trigger. And our trigger event is going to be new message received. Then you can see that Pabbly Connect has provided us with a webhook URL. Using the URL, we're going to build a connection between this bot that we are creating and our Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to copy this URL and go back to the flow. Okay. So now I have to add this URL in this bot right here. And how can we do that? With the help of this amazing action that is API request. I'm going to drag it and drop it over here in this field. Okay. Now what we are going to do is we are going to connect this API node to this question that I have. Okay, we will add two API nodes right over here because we have two options, that is buy property and the sell property. With the help of this first API node, the answers of these questions for the button buy property is going to be forwarded, and with the help of the second API node that I'm going to add, answers of all these questions for the button that is sell property is going to be forwarded. Okay, so we have to add two options of API request right here and connect both of them to the questions. Okay. Now we are going to first set up the buy property API node. Okay. For that, click on this edit button. It is asking for us to select the request method. The request method is going to be post because we are going to send the answers towards the URL. And for the URL, I'm going to paste the webhook URL that Pabbly Connect has provided us in this workflow. Okay. Now after entering the URL, it is asking for the parameters. Parameters are going to be the answers that is going to be forwarded towards the URL. We have to enter the key and select the contact custom field value that has to be forwarded. My first contact custom field is going to be the full name. The response of the full name of my user is going to be forwarded towards this URL first. I've named the key over here and selected the contact custom field. In the similar manner, my next is going to be email address. Okay, so I'm going to copy it and paste it right here. Email address is going to be forwarded. Okay, then I want to add more fields. My next field over here is going to be the mobile number. I'm going to copy the name and enter it in the key section. For next field, I will select the location right over here. I'm going to copy it and paste it. I'll add more. I have to add the budget. So I'm going to copy this name and paste it in the key section. In this manner, I have my last key. That is going to be the property type. I'm going to copy it from here and paste it right here. Okay. So you can see right over here, these are the details that has to be forwarded towards this URL. Okay, you can also check. I'll check. Do I want to send any other details? No, I don't want to send, so I'm going to delete the field. Okay, so these are all the details. Now to save it, firstly we have to test this URL. For that, click on this test button. Okay, and as I'm going to do that, the status will come over here as 200. That means the test response has been forwarded towards the URL. If I'm going to go back over here in the workflow and scroll down, you can see yes, I have received the test response right over here. Okay, as now I've received this test response, I'm going to go back and save this right over here because this URL is successfully working. Okay, as I've done that, as now this API node has been set up successfully. Now what I'm going to do is, now after sending all the data using this API request to Pabbly Connect, what I want to do is, after asking all the questions, I want to send a message towards the user that thank you so much for filling in all the required details. We are going to connect with you shortly with the preference that you have selected. Okay, now for this message, I'm going to drag the point of the status fallback from here and drop it in this field. Content type is going to be text plus button, and for the message over here, I'm going to write it as, this is the message that I had, that is thank you $full name. What is this $full name? I have collected the name of my user over here in this first question of full name. I want to take out the data from this contact custom field, my user's full name, and add it in this message right here. For that, simply enter the name of the contact custom field exactly right over here, and in front of it just add a $sign so that the data will be fetched from the contact custom field and added in this message. Okay, One of our expert will reach out to you shortly with the best property options in the location. Over here, the location is going to be added, the answer of the user. Okay, in the similar manner, I have to set up this API request of the sell property as well and add in the same message of thank you for contacting us, and we'll contact with you shortly right here. So I'm going to set up. You can see I've set up the API request for this sell property field over here as well, in which I've selected the property location, expected price, and the property type with all the other details. And with that, I've added this message, thank you, dollar full name. Our team will connect with you soon, assisting with selling your property with the best value. Okay, so you can see right over here, I have completed this entire bot over here. Okay, so now to save this bot that I've created, I'm going to click on this save button. Okay, it says flow updated successfully. That means now this bot has been successfully created. Okay, now as we have completed this bot, I want to complete this flow over here as well. Okay, so now we have two options, that is buy property as well as sell property, and both of the questions are different from each other. So we have two conditions right over here to create the contact in our Zoho CRM. For that, we're going to set up our action step, in which for the action application, I'm going to select over here as router by Pabbly. That is going to conditionally run this workflow according to the buttons that are selected by the user while they are having a conversation with our bot. Okay, an action event is going to be conditionally run, and then I'm going to click on this connect button. We have to set up our route 1 and route 2. First route is going to be for the option that is buy property. So we are going to click on the set filter and action steps button. Okay, for the label over here, I have different questions. So I am going to select the label over here as the budget for buying the property, because over here I have question. Budget is going to be the question that I will ask when any of the users selects the option that they want to buy a property. And for the sell property, I have the option that is expected selling price, the selling price that they think of. Okay, so these are two different things. So what I'm going to do is, for the label over here, I'm going to select the option as budget. If the budget in the response exists, if there is a budget option in the response, then this first route should be further executed after this filter step. Okay, so if in the first trigger response budget is going to exist, then this flow is going to be further followed after this filter. Okay, so you can see right over here, after selecting it, I'm going to click on this save and send test request button. Condition is true and the status is success, because over here budget does exist in the response. Okay, after setting up our filter, now we are going to add the details of this user into our Zoho CRM account. For that, I'm going to add an action step, in which from action application over here, I'm going to select over here as Zoho CRM. An action event over here, I'm going to select over here as create contact, as now we're going to create that user as a contact in our account. Okay, then I'm going to click on this connect button. This window is going to appear, on which click on add new connection. Then over here it says connect with Zoho CRM. I'm going to click on this button. It is asking for the domain of our Zoho account. For that, log into your Zoho CRM account. In the URL, you can see next to CRM dot, this is the domain, that is zoho.in. So I'm going to copy the domain right over here and paste it in this field. Okay, this is the domain of my Zoho account. Okay, then I'm going to click on this save button. Then it is asking for the permission for my account, for which I'm going to click on this accept button, as this is a safe process and my data is perfectly safe with Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to click on this accept button right here. And as I've done that, you can see Zoho CRM is now been connected. Lead source, I'm going to toggle this map button on, erase this existing data from here, and for the lead source over here, I'm going to add it as WhatsApp. Okay, as we're receiving the lead from the WhatsApp. Okay, next it is asking for all these details right here. It is asking for the first name and the last name of the contact. Now for the data of this field, I'm going to map the data, which is inserting data from the previous step. So I'm going to insert the data from the previous step of this workflow. How it works is that as soon as I'm going to click on this field, the previous step is going to appear in front of you. As I'm going to click on it, the response that is captured in our previous step is going to appear. Okay, and you can see in the response, we have received the test data right here. We cannot create a contact using this test data right here. So I'm going to go back. In place of this test response, I want to capture the real response. Okay. For that, I'm going to click on this recapture webhook response option right here and click on this yes button. It says waiting for webhook response. So now as I have created this flow successfully in my Pabbly chart flow account and saved the entire step right here, we are going to send a new message towards this bot using my WhatsApp number and select the option first over here as buy property, and then I'm going to check whether automatically the trigger captures the response of the data or not. Okay, so let's suppose I'm going to send a message over here as hello, I want to buy a property. Okay, I'm going to send this message towards this bot, and you can see I've received a message. Hi there, welcome to Primeness Realty, where we can help you with perfect space. Over here I'm going to select the option buy property right here, and firstly it is going to ask me for the full name. For the full name over here I'm going to write it as new user. Okay, then it is asking for my WhatsApp number, for which I'm going to enter my dummy WhatsApp number right here. Then it is asking for the email address. For the email address over here I'm going to write it as new33@pabblytudes.com. okay, I'm going to send this email address. That it is asking for the location. For the location over here, let's suppose I'm going to write it as Bhopal. Then it is asking for the budget range. For the budget range, I'm going to select over here as 1 to 1.5 CR. For the type, I'm looking for villa, so I'm going to copy it and paste it right over here. It says, thank you, new user. One of our experts will reach out to you shortly with the best property options in Bhopal. Okay. So over here, as you can see, I have received this message. I'm going to go back to my Pabbly Connect workflow over here and wait for a few seconds for the response to be captured. And you can see right over here, I have received the response. Property type is villa. This is the phone number. Location is Bhopal. Full name is new user. Email is new@pabblytudes.com. And the budget is 1 to 1.5 CR. Okay. So as now this response has been captured and we have the real response, we are going to set up this step right here. Okay. Now over here, firstly, it is asking for the first name, and as I've already told you, I'm going to map the data. This is the previous step. I'm going to click on it. This is the response that was captured in our previous step. In the response, we have received the full name of our user, first name and the last name, but over here it is asking for the first name and the last name to be separated. For that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add an action step right here, in which from action application, I'm going to select over here text formatter by Pabbly. Action event, I'm going to select over here as split text, as I want to split the first name and the last name. Okay. It is asking for the text that we want to edit. For the data of this field, I'm going to map the data. That is, I'm going to select the data of the full name as I want to edit this from my previous response. As now I have selected this data from my previous response, this data has now been mapped. And as I've mapped this data, the data has now become dynamic. That means now whenever a new response is going to be captured in our previous step, automatically the new data is going to be updated in place of this mapped data. As between first name and the last name there is a space. For the separator, I'm going to use this code of space right here, as I want to split both of them using this space in the between. Okay. Then it is asking for segment in text. What segment do I want of this text? I want both of them, so I'm going to select the option as all and simply click on this save and send test request button. You can see the first name is separated from the last name, and I'm going to map the details right here. I'm going to map in the first name, and then I'm going to map the last name right here. Okay. Now it is asking for the email address, for which I'm going to map the date of the email address. Then it is asking for the title. For the title over here, I'm going to write it over here as new lead received. Okay. Then it is asking for the department, which I do not have, so I'm going to skip the part. For the phone number over here, I'm going to map in the mobile number that I've received right here. It is asking for the phone number again. I'm going to map the details. Then it is asking for the date of birth and all the other details which I do not want. So I'm going to simply skip all the details, and I will write the detailed description right over here of this lead. So for the description, I'm going to write it as, you can see this is the description, lead type by property. Okay, it is asking for the full name. So I'm going to map in all the details right here. Next is the phone number. So I'm going to map the phone number right over here. It is asking for the email address. So I'm going to map in the data of the email address. Similarly, for the location, I'm going to map the data of the location. Budget, I'm going to map the data of the budget, and lastly for the property type, I'm going to map the data of the property type that I have. Okay, it says note lead is looking for to purchase. I'm going to map the data of the property type that I've received. Location, I'm going to map the data of the location over here as well, and then it is asking for the budget, so I'm going to map the data of the budget. Okay. Please follow up promptly with suitable property options. Okay, you can see over here, this is the description that is going to be added in the new contact that we are creating in our Zoho CRM account. Okay, and simply I'm going to click on this save and send test request button right here. And as I've done that, you can see I've received the code over here in the response as success. Okay, as now I've received a positive response, I'm going to open my Zoho CRM account and refresh the contacts page from here. As I've done that, you can see a new contact in the name of new user has been added successfully. This is the email address, phone number. If I'm going to further scroll down, you can see the lead source is WhatsApp. The title is new lead received. And this is the description with all the details right here. Okay. So as now this contact has been created, now in the similar manner, I'm going to set up this second route. Firstly, I'm going to rename route over here as buy property. Okay, because this route is for the buy property button. In the similar manner, I'm going to add another route for the button, that is sell property. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clone the route instead of adding a new route, and I'm going to rename this route over here sell property. Okay, I'm going to update it. Now what I'm going to do is in the response, we have captured the response of the buy property. In place of this, I will recapture the response again, and now we will send the response of the sell property. Okay, for that I'm going to send a set of new message. I'll write hello, I want to sell my property. Okay, I'm going to send this message. It says hi there, welcome to Prime Nest Realty. I will select the option sell property now, and as I've done that, firstly it is asking for my full name. For the full name over here, let's suppose I'm going to write over here as test account now. So I'm going to select it and send. Then it is asking for my WhatsApp number, for which over here I'm going to enter a WhatsApp number and send it. Then it is going to ask me for my email address, for which over here I'm going to write it as test22@pabblytudes.com. Okay. Next it is asking where is the property located. Over here I'm going to write it as Indore, Madhya Pradesh. Okay, I'm going to send this option. What type of property am I selling? I'm selling a plot, so I'm going to select the option plot and send it right over here. Then it is asking what is my expected price. For the expected price over here, I'm going to write it as 3 to 4.5 CR. I'm going to send the expected price right here. Okay, it says thank you, our team will connect with you as soon as possible. So as now you can see, I have sent all the messages. I'm going to go back to my workflow, and you can see right over here we have successfully received all the details. You can see the full name is test account, expected price, email address. You can see right over here this is the mobile number, over here this is the message, and this is the property type. Okay, so as now we've received all the details, we're going to set up our second route. So I'm going to click on this set filter action steps. Now over here for the filter, my selected label is going to be what? The expected price, because in sell property this is the unique question. Okay, then I'm going to click on this save and send test request button. Condition is true, status is success right here. Okay, next is to split the text over here. This is the name. We are going to split the text by clicking on this save and send test request button, and we have the name right here separated. If I'm going to go to this Zoho CRM create contact field over here, this is the name, this is the email address, title is new lead received, this is the mobile number, you can see right over here. If I'm going to further scroll down, now we have to change this description. So I'm going to erase the entire description, and now we have a description set for the sell property option right here. So for the description of the sell property, I'm going to write it as, you can see right away I've added the description, lead type, sell property. I've added the details, property location, type, and expected selling price. This is the line, and it says reach out to discuss listing and buyer options. Okay, after filling in all the details, I'm going to click on the save and send test request button. I've received a response with the code as success, that is a positive response. If I'm going to open my Zoho CRM account and refresh the contacts page from here, you can see a new contact in the name of test account, email address is test22@pabblytudes.com with the mobile number and other details, lead sources WhatsApp, and the detailed description is now been successfully created over here in my Zoho CRM account. Okay, so as now the contact is created, both of our routes are successfully set up. Now whenever we receive any of the messages from our users on WhatsApp related to any of the options, that is buy property or sell property, automatically a contact according to the selected option is going to be created in my Zoho CRM account with a detailed description whether the lead is for buying the property or for selling the property. Okay, so now we have successfully created the bot using Pabbly chat flow. With that, we have successfully built the connection between bot and Zoho CRM using Pabbly Connect. So if you have any questions related to any of these steps, you can ask in the comment section below and we will answer you as soon as possible. So this was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Not just with these applications, you can create automation between multiple applications using Pabbly Connect. If you have any doubts, you can send us email on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can ask us queries on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can check out this link. If you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel and hit the like button down there.